Well, given what we just heard from you, is you got a little cold or something like that going on, Steph?
Yeah, I'll be all right, though. I need a day to hopefully kick it to the curb and get back to full strength. But it's good enough to get through the night. But it's getting worse, so I don't want to stay too close or far away from y'all.
I know you always want to play, but with a back-to-back, is that in question at this point?
Yeah, obviously it would take a lot for me not to play, but the way it's going and how the schedule's been and just how I feel, I mean, obviously we'll monitor to see how it goes, but I want to be 100% for the long term.
You felt it during the game?
A couple of days now. After the Milwaukee, Indiana situation, so like I said, it was just trying to dig deep, especially in the second half, to get through the game, knowing Jimmy was out too, and yeah, it was a battle out there.
How have those conversations with Rick and Steve and Mike, just in terms of like when to pick spots to maybe rest and how to manage back-to-backs, how have those conversations compared to previous years?
We've only had one, so a lot of it is kind of the standard, understanding how the schedule's going, how we're feeling physically, mentally, some of the data that they're pulling from games and how we're moving, the speed of the game and all that type stuff. So we only had the one conversation yesterday, and some clarity came out of it just in terms of how we're trying to get through, especially this next couple of weeks, because it's pretty dense and we're all over the place. But it's not rocket science, really. It's just if you're able to play. If something pops up, a sickness or something that's alien to Jimmy's, I think it was his back. Like, you want to be cautious, but we're trying to, build momentum. That's why those 2 games on the road hurt a little bit, but we're all just collaborating.
Steph, we talked a lot about focus and execution after these first few games. Why do you think that has been such a struggle? And even tonight, it was like you guys are rolling, and then it slowed down a little bit in the third, and then you had to find your way in the fourth.
We would like to make everything easy, or make it look easy in the sense of winning games like this. And obviously, we came out the first half strong, built a big lead in the first. They made a run, we responded. No matter what lineup was out there, we always had an answer. It got a little, dicey in that fourth quarter, but that's just because they're a talented team in the sense of how they play, fast-paced. D-Book is unreal, scorer and playmaker. If they're making threes, it's tough, and they switch 1 through 5. I think our last 3 games, including tonight, is just an understanding of how different teams are playing in today's NBA and being, able to adjust to it. And thankfully, we built up a big enough lead that through some of those droughts, we still had some cushion. So we're still getting better. I think that's the biggest thing. We're not where we want to be, but we're trying to win through the learning curves.
Do you feel like your play's been impacted by the sickness?
Tonight, the second half, Tank was on E. I'm not blaming the air ball on that. But just like I said, just trying to dig through it and get to the finish line and get a win and keep it moving.
How soon do you have to officially decide on tomorrow? I mean, it sounds like you guys.
Pretty quick. But I'm going to go see the docs right now and see what.
Right up, they saw a victory as the Warriors improved to 4-0 inside this building behind me. And to describe this game, I'm always searching for a word or a theme, Fezzi. But this is why we have the pride of Yale. It's time to go into Zena's dictionary for the word of the day.
What are we going to learn today?
Oh, I'm always learning something from Zena.
It's a word we know, but I think it works for today. To strengthen, secure, to give physical strength, courage, or endurance, to fortify.
What are we fortifying?
And there's another aspect of fortification that is important, that you're particularly giving strength when something is under attack, when there is something pressured, and that's what I saw the Warriors be, particularly in that second half. And who was there to kind of help bring this along? Moses Moody, Quentin Post, but we haven't even talked about TJD to the level we should have. Pat Spencer holding it down as well. Buddy Hield as well. I mean, let's go into TJD. We were talking about protecting the rim, protecting the paint. We saw TJD do so many things, from defense to offense, running the floor, being able to make the right slips and great rolls, playing above the rim. Big man, that's what I love to see. And Trace Jackson-Davis was made for this matchup, being a younger big that can play above the rim, that can read those slips so well, and is a really underrated passer. He was doing so well of just, look at that. I mean, guys, I didn't even know that clip was coming up, okay? He was just doing so well in all these different facets, and he fortified that big rotation. Pat Spencer fortified the guard rotation, Buddy Hield was fortifying the defensive rotations as well as some of the guard roles. So fortification, fortify, that's my word for today.
The fortification of the game today was sold by TJD. I don't know if I used any of that right, but okay.
I'm just busy. I'm thinking, like, when I was in
you
college,
could sell fortification,
and I didn't want to do an essay, I could have just paid Zeta to write my essay for me.
We cannot
got a
keep
day every
encouraging
time.
this, y'all.
Instead, I got C's, man.
No, I love that. I love that, Zena. And the fact that you're talking about the big man, the big man, that is his job. His job is to protect the paint. And TJD did exactly that. What I loved about the game is he came in with one thing in his mind. I got these minutes today, and I'm not letting go of these minutes at all. Like, he was finishing everything within traffic, around guys. I love the lob from Buddy Hield. I love the lob from Brandon Pajemski. This is what you have to do to reward the big man when he's doing his job on the other end. Got a couple block shots, some great assists. You saw the one behind the back to Buddy Hield in the corner. It is really important that the Warriors find ways to have the big guys impact the game. And the way they can do that is playing these guys and having ways, like, I thought they did a great job. Buddy Hield, Brandon Pajemski, TJD pick and roll. He dives right to the basket, getting those lobs, getting open. Like, even if he doesn't get the lob, they got shooters on the wings. I thought the bench did a great job in this game, extending that lead, getting it to 20 points, really defensively, getting stops, running, rebounding. TJD was a big part of that. So he was the fortification of the bench unit. He was part of the fortification.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
He fortified the paint. He fortified the game as a part of the bench unit. And he fortified, and it was part of the group that fortified the poise that was present in the first half. You don't want, when you go up big, like the way they did, you don't want to lose that the second you go to the second unit. And so, I mean, we can just use fortified a million times, but it was...
Kids, I hope you're learning something.
I'm still waiting for Bonte to use it in a sentence.
I used it. Hey, TJD helped fortify the game by strengthening the paint, by protecting the paint. He helped fortify the game, as well as Buddy Hield. He came in, hey, you know what? Hey, I'll learn quickly. Especially when you can cheat off the test. Buddy Hield. I'm telling you, Mr. Vanderbilt, how disappointed in you, Fezzi? Mr. Vanderbilt.
Oh, my
they call it the
gosh.
Stanford of the South, please. All right, the Pride of Hill's out here fortifying everything, right? She's helped stabilizing our show. Listen, Buddy Hield, you like that, Zena?
I
You
did.
see that? 12 points for Buddy Hield, 4-7 from the floor, and it's good to see a three-point shot go through the hoop. He had been struggling as of late, including that two-game road trip.
Again, it's all about getting that rhythm. I think this was one of the first plays we saw. Unbelievable overhead outlet pass by Draymond Green, by the way. Like, that would have broken my own back just trying. But Buddy Hield, seeing the ball go through the net, that's all it takes sometimes to just get you going, whether it's a layup, whether it's an outside shot, and every single time Buddy Hield ran the floor, his feet were set. I mean, immediate elevation, great switch. It was beautiful to see him back in rhythm again.
And when we talk about pace for the Warriors, I think Buddy is one of those guys that can push the pace. He plays at such an incredible speed. His ability to get his feet set and transition and hit those shots, that's incredible. But I also saw Buddy doing a great job pressuring the ball, getting out there. These are things the Warriors need to do and find ways to find guys to be in the game to push the pace, push it defensively, make other teams work. Devin Booker was a bucket the whole night. But having a guy who can make him work, if you can make him work the whole game, by the fourth quarter, he's going to run out of gas, and that's what you saw tonight.
Buddy Hield tomorrow has Sacramento on deck. So you know he's circled that calendar. He's going back to the Go to One Center, and he's looking for some payback, right? They didn't want you.
I was going to say, Festus, what are we doing? Come on.
I was waiting
Wake
for
up,
you to
Fezzi.
set me up.
You gotta fortify that line right there. Come on now, Fezzi. Fortify something around here. KB standing by with
our
Pat
producers
Spencer.
are loving this.
Well, Pat, what did you guys take to heart from that tough road trip to start this game with a huge first quarter and never give up that lead?
Yeah, on the road we played a couple teams that were missing, some key guys. And we feel like the Suns are a great ball club, but you can't take those kinds of teams lightly. So, the message was pretty clear. We took a couple teams pretty lightly. We paid for it. So, props to our starters for coming out, taking care of business early on, setting the tone.
And 63 points from the bench tonight. What kind of duty or even excitement do you guys feel to keep that lead and then build it?
Yeah, we all have each other's back. We spend so much time together, and the veterans have been together so long. But you can just feel the energy. Every game it's someone new. Last game it was Guy, came in, gave us a real big spark. So every game it's going to be someone else's number called, and it's just about staying ready, being professional.
You were one of those guys who